Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking comic book collection update. We got lots of good stuff today. Manga, comics, trades, all kinds of great stuff. First up, we have Ultraman Volume 10. Very, very cool story by Ichi Shimizu and Tomohiro Shimaguchi. I cannot wait to bust into it. We're kind of getting an Ultra Brothers-like team together. We got 7 here. Really dope. Cannot wait. Then we have several comics that I have read, like Batman 45 here, with the 80 Years of Superman variant. Pretty cool. So Booster Gold decides to get Batman a wedding gift by saving his parents. But it was only supposed to be temporary so that Batman could see how the world would be with his parents, and then it would go back to normal, like Superman's Black Orchid thing. But it really didn't work out, because Booster Gold always screws everything up. So, saves Batman's parents, so Batman has kind of a good life, but everything else goes to trash. Penguin becomes president, Catwoman becomes a serial killer, all kinds of crazy stuff. Dick Grayson becomes like a murderous Batman, so he's Batman instead of Bruce. It's really crazy, really crazy. And then it keeps going, so he tries to show Batman Catwoman so he'll fall in love with her and then want to be with her, so he'll let Booster Gold change the timeline again because Batman trashed Skeets, who was his time vessel, and then kept all the parts. But Catwoman ends up killing Thomas Wayne, and then Martha Wayne dies in the crossfire because Batman's shooting guns everywhere. And so Bruce Wayne just trains with all these guns and stuff and locks up Booster Gold in the Batcave, or what would have been the Batcave. And then he's like, alright, Booster, I fixed your machine. You're going to take me back in time to... there's my kitty. You're going to... Boop. You're going to take me back in time to right before my parents got killed, and we're going to save them. But instead, Booster Gold takes him back in time to the night his parents were originally supposed to get killed, and then he teams up with another version of himself to stop that Bruce Wayne, and then when his parents get shot, that version of Bruce Wayne blows his brains out. And it was actually really, really dark, and that's what happened over the course of these 3 issues, 45, 46, and 47. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 42, back at that classic numbering. It was actually really good. So first up, it was this story about lots of these crooks that came back to life during the Clone Conspiracy, which was a dope event, by the way. Oh, my back hurts. It's like 5 a.m. too, so I'm probably going to go to sleep after this. I know I shouldn't be going... 5 a.m. is when lots of people wake up, but my schedule's been all over the place. I have to be awake at really late sometimes because of my job, so... But yeah, so they're going around, and it turns out someone made up a Civil War battle to get a statue made, and that statue is actually explosive and can destroy City Hall and the Criminal Justice Building as like a doomsday weapon for a mob boss. And it turns out to actually be really relevant to later comics, so I'm glad I read this before I kept reading Amazing Spider-Man, because lots of annuals aren't really relevant sometimes, but this one is, so definitely read it before you read all the Red Goblin stuff. And this is a variant, by the way. That was pretty cool. And then there was just a little fun story about Spider Sense and Peter's birthday and stuff, about how the Spider Sense works. And then here it begins. The Amazing Spider-Man 796, Threat Level Red. So Norman Osborn gets the Carnage symbiote and kind of makes a deal with it. And then the symbiote helps him throw up all the nanites that keep the Goblin formula from working on him. So then he takes the Goblin formula. So now he has the Goblin formula, the Carnage symbiote, and his super genius. And the Carnage symbiote with the Goblin formula is immune to flames and immune to sonics. So all the symbiote weaknesses are gone for the most part. And he figures out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man again. He kind of... J. Jonah Jameson accidentally lets it slip. I don't remember JJJ finding out that he's Spider-Man, so that must happen in the Spectacular Spider-Man title, which I read the trades for, but I haven't actually read any of the trades. I've just been buying them. Whoops. But yeah, we have so that happens. And then Norman dresses up as the Goblin and pretends to be the Goblin and kind of blows up the Daily Bugle. And then fights Spider-Man. He tears up Spider-Man's leg. Like, Spider-Man can't even walk anymore. And he tells him, you quit being Spider-Man right now, because Peter Parker I have no feud with, just Spider-Man. So if you quit being Spider-Man, all your friends and family will be safe. Well, so Spider-Man actually creates a network with, like, Miles, Spider-Man, and Silk, and Agent Venom, Human Torch and all, and Clash to protect his family and stuff, and they all fight the Red Goblin, and the Red Goblin's, like, chasing not Spider-Man's family, but Norman's family around. And then it turns out Agent Venom can still hurt the Red Goblin. But the Red Goblin hurt all the other heroes, so Agent Venom was trying to heal them, and the Goblin was just tearing him to shreds while he was trying to heal him. But the Agent Venom uses the last of his power to save Spider-Man's leg. Hopefully this isn't the end of Agent Venom. They kind of made it look that way, but hopefully that's just temporary, because I'm really enjoying Agent Anti-Venom, and he's only been around for such a short time as far as comics go. By the way, we need a Marvel Legend of this fucker, because he's beautiful and perfect, and I love the Red Goblin. He has these cool Carnage bombs that are like the pumpkin bombs, where they can fly on their own and they bite and explode. It's so cool. That's what tore up Peter's leg. But then he turns Normie into a second Red Goblin, because Harry had his chance to be a Goblin. So he fucking turns Normie into another one. And I have issue 800. I just haven't read it yet. And you guys know I try to do little reviews of the single issues for this. And now we're into the trades. I actually ordered these from my local comic shop. JLA Volume 3 from Grant Morrison, you know. So I had to finish my Grant Morrison JLA run. So I also got Volume 4, the famous Tower of Babel story. Whew, I can smell litter box. Time for me to scoop out a litter box, I think. But, yeah, so I finally completed my Grant Morrison JLA. There's a Volume 5, but it's not by Grant Morrison. I only wanted to go as far as Grant Morrison went. Then we have Red Lanterns Volume 1, Blood and Rage, which I also ordered. Not, like, a super good book. It's actually pretty bad. But I want to have all the New 52 Lantern stuff. So I'm only missing Volume 4 now, which is, like, almost impossible to get. So I'll probably get a digital one. But I have all of Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. I still have one to show you guys, but I have it all. I have all of New 52 Green Lantern, Green Lantern Corps, and Green Lantern New Guardians. So I'm just missing one Red Lanterns, and then I'll have it all. And then I also picked up Dark Days, The Road to Metal. I got it a week before it came out. Pretty cool. I actually read this digital issue-wise. I read this on digital issues because I couldn't afford the paper issues, but I read all the tie-ins and everything, and now I'm going to buy all the tie-ins and everything. So, okay, now a quick recap. Dark Days, The Road to Metal. Red Lanterns Volume 1, Blood and Rage. We have JLA Volume 4. JLA Volume 3. Also, The Amazing Spider-Man 799. The Amazing Spider-Man 798. The Amazing Spider-Man 797, The Amazing Spider-Man 796, The Amazing Spider-Man Annual 42, Batman 47, Batman 46, Batman 45, and also Ultraman Volume 10. So that was a big one today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. We'll have lots more Marvel, DC, IDW, Oni Press, Boom Studios. All kinds of stuff coming your way soon. That's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.